Well, howdy. As you can see, I've come out of the bunker and I've moved into the more wide open spaces of the basement for this concert series. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the first of 4 Friday nights where I find out exactly how many songs I can remember without the aid of a teleprompter, because I don't have a teleprompter here. If I did, it would probably come in handy. But I'm going to play 4 different sets on 4 different Fridays and try to cover most of my life's work for what that's worth. But thank you so much for dropping in, and I'm just going to get rolling, that's all. Every day I open up my eyes and I'm where I want to be. I turn my head over on the bed and I see who I want to see. I don't need a new coat or another pair of shoes. The world is filled with folks that got the blues, but all I got is you. Leaving home, another working day, I'll go where I got to go. And seeing you standing in the door, I know all that I need to know. Yeah, you won't find my picture on the front page of the news. The world is filled with folks that got the blues, but all that I got is you. Sun goes down and take me in your arms and I'll stay as long as I can stay. And just hold me close. I'll whisper in your ear and say all I want to say. And we'll fall fast asleep before the devil gets his dues. The world is filled with folks that got the blues, but all I got is you. Yeah, all I got is you. All I got is you. Thank you so much for being here again, and thanks for listening. I hope everything sounds okay and looks okay, and hope everybody's getting a nice, clean, smooth picture at home. Why, I just looked at my watch and saw what time it is. Closing time, the lights are bright, and the bartender wants to call it a night. Don't go home, he cries, but don't stay here. It's a good time for a bad idea. Yeah, honey, you're looking good, you're looking fine. And if you're wondering what's on my mind, grab your coat and I'll make it clear. It's a good time for a bad idea. Let's go crazy, let's get down and leave a mark all over town. Start some trouble that they won't forget. Raise a ruckus that we'll regret. Take my hand, walk out this door, and be someone you've never been before. Things ain't always quite like they appear. It's a good time for a bad idea. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a real good time for a bad idea. Let's go crazy, let's get loud, and do some things won't make us proud. Start some trouble that they won't forget. Raise a ruckus that we'll regret. But in the morning when that sun is high, and don't be looking for a kiss goodbye, 'cause with the break of dawn I'll disappear. It's a good time for a bad idea. Oh, you know, honey, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's a real good time for a bad idea. I think that's always o'clock. A good time for a bad idea, but woohoo. Okay, so I think we're off to a good start. Everything seems to be technically copacetic, and I'm going to be playing songs. I've written all 4 weeks, all 4 sets out. I'm sure I'll make some changes based on requests or based on things that come up. But I tried to mix it up, play a little something from each of the different albums each week, including the album that we're working on now that isn't released yet. And this is a song about faith. It's a song about believing in possibilities, something we've heard a lot about in the last 2 days. Something we didn't hear a lot about for quite a while before that. This is about the road ahead. She stopped to buy a flower in the rain. And just outside her door, then gave it to a woman on the train that she thought could use it more. See, where you are is where you ought to be. The road ahead is not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead, it's not the road you're on. He picked up a paper at the stand and held it high above his head. But with the water dripping from his hand, he ducked into a store instead. But where you are is where you ought to be. The road ahead is not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead is not the road you're on. You leave the things you've lost behind, and welcome to the world. New things you find that are waiting to be loved in kind. Then he flew with his coffee like a kite, head down back to the street. He didn't see her waiting for the light. Her things fell at his feet. See, where you are is where you ought to be. The road ahead is not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, but the road ahead is not the road you're on. It's not the road you're on. Yeah, yesterday is gone, but not the road ahead. Not the road ahead. Every day is an adventure. Well, let's see. Let me see if I can check some of the comments out. Let's see if I can read some of these. Hi, Maggie Schmidt. Hi, Lonnie. Hey, Olivia. So nice to know you're there. Charlie. Roberto. Thanks so much, everybody. Oh, Kevin McGee. My buddy, my pal. How are you, fella? There's another little short story. Sort of a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. He sat on the bed and watched while songs put her to sleep. Your time would take so many things, but this was his to keep. And they raced with the city lights, and through the streets they sped. They knew time was running out. The words were never said. Seeds of love, seeds of love, planted in each other's heart. And though their tears, they fell like rain, all they grew was apart. And they held hands up to her gate, where he tried to hold on, letting go. She took her ticket out. He looked and she was gone. Seeds of love, seeds of love, are planted in each other's heart. And though their tears, they fell like rain, all they grew was apart. Slowly he puts back the phone, and he turns and walks away. And sometimes she sits down to write, but there's too much to say. Seeds of love, seeds of love, planted in each other's heart. And though their tears, they fell like the rain, all they grew was apart. There you go. See, it's kind of the idea of doing these 4 shows is to play songs that I've kind of gotten away from playing, and don't know why. And I also want to make sure I don't forget them. So it's a good opportunity to practice them and kind of remember them if I can. I always like to introduce this next song as my little homage, my little tribute to the one and only Hank Williams, who taught me the most important thing about songwriting. It's not how fancy you pick, how fancy you write. It's how successful you are at moving people a little bit, making them feel something, making something resonate. When he stops to say hello, he looks like he did years ago. A touch of gray is all that's new. But when he takes your hand, suddenly you understand he doesn't look a day over you. Now you might think that time stood still and the years had all been kind, and he's the man that you always knew. But he'll ask if you are well, it isn't hard to tell. He doesn't look a day over you. His voice still sounds the same. Each mention of your name, he laughs about something you used to do. His voice drifts far away. His eyes look far away. He doesn't look a day over you. Yeah, you can see his smile betray the wounds time didn't heal, and the heart that still beats true. And even as he says goodbye, nothing he can do will hide. He doesn't look a day over you. He doesn't look a day over you. Country western music. So as also part of the fun, like you may have heard the Road Ahead before, but there's a lot of songs that we're working on for the new record that you may not have heard. So part of the fun is over the next 4 weeks, I'll probably play most of them, if not all of them. I can't quite remember. This one's a little silly, and the recording of it will be a little different than this, but I have to adapt it to a folk setting instead of an Irish real drinking setting. Instead, it'll be a folk drinking setting. So you'll very quickly get the tagline. So if you're at home and you're drinking and you want to just shout it out, just feel free. It's actually a good idea. Just shout it out. Well, I worked my way up to the bar. The maid was fair and pretty. She handed me a list of beers from every foreign city. She pointed out her favorite ale and said her name was Nancy. Was then I put my money down and told her what I fancy. My favorite beer is whiskey. Oh, whiskey works for me. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that tall glass. My favorite beer is whiskey. Now hops and roasted grains are fine for nature's fermentation, but I prefer a blend of mash on further contemplation. Here we go. My favorite beer is whiskey. Oh, whiskey works for me. I ain't waiting for your Guinness pour. My favorite beer is whiskey. And when my glass is overturned and from this life I'm shorn, bury me down deep below a field of barley corn. My favorite beer is whiskey. Oh, whiskey waits for me. Take away that IPA. My favorite beer is whiskey. And when I get to heaven's door to join in song and prayer, if they greet me with a beer, I'll take a chance elsewhere. My favorite beer is whiskey. Oh, whiskey works for me. The angel's share is more than fair. My favorite beer is whiskey. My favorite beer is whiskey. Oh, whiskey works for me. The angel's share, it's more than fair. Okay. Now, the irony, of course, of all that is I'm not really much of a whiskey drinker, but as you may know, because it's pretty logical, every songwriter who does radio interviews of any kind is always asked where the songs come from, which comes first, the words, the music, and blah, blah, blah. And I always answer what comes first is the idea. And that idea came to me from a total stranger standing behind me in the bar when I was negotiating with the bartender what kind of beer I should drink. This guy who I never saw before and will never see again just volunteered, my favorite beer is whiskey. And I said, are you a songwriter? Because if you're not, I am, and I'm running with that. And that's where that song came from. True story. Okay. This is actually one of my favorite songs, but I very rarely get to play it because it's really a listening room audience, and that's what we got tonight, I guess, right? Safe to say. What I like about this song is someone asked me years ago, we were talking politics, which always a bad idea, why so many musicians and artists and people in the movies, why they all sort of have a liberal bent as a rule. And I'd never really thought about it before, but an idea did come to me, which is that, well, it's sort of their job to step in people's shoes, you know? And that makes all the difference in the world. You can inhabit someone's troubles or someone's situation that maybe different than your own. And it's kind of what this song is all about. Jimmy lived outside Detroit, and he got married young. And soon they had a baby boy. But she went on the run. He said, "Don't you worry, my little man. What the future holds, now you can ask the stars above. But the moon's the man who knows." Now Jimmy couldn't keep a job. What jobs there were to keep. He went to his mother's house and put the boy to sleep. And he said, "Rest your head, my little man, and dream of where you'll go. Yeah, I wish I could tell you more, but the moon's the man who knows." Now Jimmy got into his car, and he drove most of the night, and he circled one last time, and then parked out of sight. He sent up through the cloudless sky a prayer from down below. But if anyone was listening, the moon's the man who knows. He walked into the liquor store, and he pulled out a gun. And just before it all went bad, his thoughts raced from his son to the promise of his own young life. And the different roads he chose, could he have found the one way out? The moon's the man who knows. The moon's the man who knows. So as I mentioned, I did write 4 sets up for the 4 different weeks, just to kind of make sure there was a mixed bag in there. This is an automatic at the line that this is really the only change, probably, unless someone has something else to say. Yes, Kevin McKee, I've often referred to that as the saddest song I've ever written, but on the other hand, the reason I'm playing this song tonight is to celebrate a fantastic man, just an incredible inspiration. The one and the only Hammerin' Hank Aaron. Now, to anyone who feels anything at all about baseball, today was kind of a tough day. With that in mind, Hank, this one's for you. Well, come gather in the dugout, leave the bats and balls behind. In life and baseball, well, a hero's hard to find, and that's why we still remember all across this town and tell the story of Three Finger Brown. He was born in Indiana, where he lost part of his hand, but then he found a curveball that could strike out any man. After St. Louis, he was Chicago bound. The Cubs had a rookie named Three Finger Brown. After St. Louis, he was Chicago bound. The Cubs had a rookie named Three Finger Brown. Now in 1908, the Giants, they had a fearsome night. They fought us to one final game, the season on the line. They had Christy Matheson to keep the Cubbies down. We gave the baseball to Three Finger Brown. But the gangsters, they had told him his life was at stake, and if they won the ball game, it would be his last mistake. With their threats in his pocket, he walked onto the mound, and no man stood taller than Three Finger Brown. With their threats in his pocket, yeah, he walked onto the mound, and no man stood taller than Three Finger Brown. So his curveball dipped and darted right through the strike zone dropped. The Giants never had a chance, the Cubs wound up on top. Yeah, he brought home the pennant and he brought home the crown. The pride of Chicago was Three Finger Brown. So if you're tough spot and the odds are looking grim, and your team needs a hero, oh, if they're gonna win, reach back for something extra and just look into the crowd, 'cause someone's watching named Three Finger Brown. Yeah, he brought home the pennant and then he brought home the crown. The pride of Chicago was Three Finger Brown. Yeah, the pride of Chicago was Three Finger Brown. Three Finger Brown. Three Finger Brown. Three Finger Brown. Thank you, Mr. Aaron. Let's see. Okay. Olivia, are you still there? Well, if you are, this one's for you. If angels were cowgirls with wings, they'd tell their cowboys to sing and dance across the sky with clouds rolling by. If angels were cowgirls with wings, if angels were cowgirls, they'd say, to live like there's no other day, and kick your heels up when the going gets rough. If angels were cowgirls with wings, and heaven must be happy to see the smile of a cowgirl like you. If angels were cowgirls, we'd know. If you love someone, tell them so, and reach for their hand the moment you can. If angels were cowgirls with wings, 'cause heaven holds dear the times that we hear the laughter of cowgirls like you. If angels were cowgirls with wings, they tell their cowboys to sing and dance across the sky with clouds rolling by. If angels were cowgirls with wings, if angels were cowgirls with wings. There you go. Oh, let's see. Check. Hey, Mike Chickatello. Hey, Josie. Thanks for dropping by. KK Kelly. Oh, you know, I'm going to put the capo on this, so I may as well tune after I put the capo on, because as we all know, Capo is Latin for put your guitar out of tune. Or maybe you didn't know that. Or maybe I just made it up. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This goes back to a bar called Cowboys in Huntington a lifetime ago. It was on the Kid Bayonne album. Leaning up against the wall in a country western hall, watching as the couple stroll to rows of San Antone. You were talking to a friend when our eyes met, and then I'm head over heels again, and you don't even know. Your love comes over me all too suddenly. If I can't let you know, maybe I should go. But like a fool, I'll play the part, never knowing where to start. Tonight you're gonna break my heart, and you don't even know. Would it take you by surprise if someone said they recognized something deeper in your eyes you didn't mean to show? Maybe you would understand and even kindly take my hand, like a child from a man who you don't even know. But then the music brings lovers out for silver wings, and I've got my chance to ask you for a dance. But like a fool, I'll play the part, never knowing where to start. Tonight you're gonna break my heart, and you don't even know. Music brings lovers out for silver wings, and I've got my chance to ask you for a dance. But like a fool, I'll play the part, never knowing where to start. Tonight you're gonna break my heart, and you don't even know. Tonight you're gonna break my heart, and you don't even know. Sort of a hopeless romantic tune, isn't it? Well, I think it's time to play the blues. Don, it's what, 8 times at the end, right? 8 times? Okay. A little inside joke, sorry. Baby, since you left me, well, I found someone new, and she treats me better, yeah, than you used to do. She never lets me down, and I know that she won't leave me, no, no, 'cause the blues is my baby now. Hey, every time you hurt me, she runs to my side, picking up the pieces. Yeah, when you say goodbye. Oh shit. She never lets me down, no. I know she won't leave me, 'cause the blues is my baby now. Yeah, first thing every morning, she wakes up with me, yeah. And later in the evening, she's my cup of tea. Once you were my baby, but those days are past. Now I've got a new love, and it's one that's gonna last. She never lets me down. And I know that she won't leave me. I know that she won't leave me. Yeah, I know that she won't leave me, no. 'Cause the blues is my baby now. Yeah, the blues is my baby now. Yeah, my baby now. Blues is my baby now. Let's see what's going on over here. Whew. All right. This is another song I never sing, or hardly ever sing. And I actually, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if I never sang it again. But unfortunately, there keeps seeming to be a reason to sing it every now and then. So we have a new president. But I think the least we can do is tip our cap to the old president, so this is a song from Time Leaves Things Behind for 45. No one should be lonely, and no one should be blue. No one should be crying, and crying 'cause of you. No one should be asking, now what am I to do? Yeah, no one should be lonely. Nobody but you. Everyone needs laughter, and everyone should sing, and everyone should dance with the joy that life can bring. And everyone should lean on a heart they know is true. But no one should be lonely. Nobody but you. If I could hold the teardrops, I'd take them in my hand, and for every heart you've broken, I'd travel across this land. But it would take a river, 1,000 years or more. But if I could hold the teardrops, I'd take them to your door. 'Cause no one should be lonely, yet no one should be blue. No one should be crying, and crying 'cause of you. No one should be asking, now what am I to do? No one should be lonely. Nobody but you. Yeah, no one should be lonely. Nobody but you. There you go. Speaking of presidents, I think Jimmy Carter was president when I wrote this next song. Let's see. This is dedicated to all my friends out in Kentucky and Indiana, if any of them are tuned in. And in the Berkshires. And my friends up in Saratoga, because a few of them were kind enough to record this song once upon a time. Everyone who has a dream. Where the earth is green and the sky is clear, with willing hands and my love near, so I won't have to live my life alone. I'm gonna build my home. I'm gonna build my own sweet home. And I'll cast my seed the river's edge, and I'll set a light on the window ledge for those of us the lonesome highways roam. When I build my home, when I build my own sweet home. And I'll have children grow where their eyes can see the light of peace, where their dreams can breathe, to fill with love the houses of their own. When I build my home, when I build my own sweet home. So let the sun shine down and raise a golden grain, so tall and strong, to the wind and rain that tumbles walls and fences made of stone. When I build my home, when I build my own sweet home, yeah, when I build my home, when I build my own sweet home. Well, there you go. Well, amazingly, pretty much right on time. I've got one more song for this week, and I'm going to stick around and try to catch up on some of these comments and say hi to everybody. But there's 3 more shows with a whole bunch of different songs. This is a good night song because it's a song from me to you, and for me to even the folks that aren't listening tonight, didn't get a chance to tune in. As Anne Frank famously said, sure your guitar's in tune. No. She said, this too shall pass. Or as George Harrison famously said, all things must pass. So, if I don't catch you on the chat in just a little bit, if you have to run, thanks so much for being here, and please try to come back next week if you can. Bring another glass of wine, and in the meantime, this is how I feel. Even though the sun is shining bright, I'm curled up like the middle of the night. I can't stand, I can only slouch, sitting so long on the couch. I wanna dance and sing and wash my hands of this whole thing, 'cause I miss everyone. Yeah, yeah, I miss everyone. Hey, even when I'm walking down the street, I feel like I'm sleeping on my feet. Feel just like I'm stepping on the sun. Anytime I get close to anyone, I want it all to end and wrap my arms around a friend. 'Cause I miss everyone. Yeah, yeah, I miss everyone. Hey, 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 I miss everyone. Yeah, yeah, I miss everyone. But it's just a simple task to wear a mask. And I'd rather hang around if I can know you're safe and sound. I wait all morning just to wave hello to the mailman from the front window. I can't watch another TV show until my retinas lose the afterglow. Oh, I wanna dance and sing and wash my hands of this whole thing. 'Cause I miss everyone. Yeah, yeah, I miss everyone. Hey, 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 I miss everyone. Yeah, I miss everyone. Stay safe, be well, be happy, and come back next Friday if you can. As a matter of fact, let me just put a little advertisement up and I'll come right back to the comments. Let's see. There you have it. Next week, Friday, January 29th, part 2. I'll see you all there. And, whoops, there you go. Okay. Thanks so much, everyone who came down. Now, let me see what you'll have to say. It's a cramped little space here. My hair's getting so long. You guys notice that? Let's see. Hey, Rhonda. Miss you too, Maggie. Come visit. Oh, thank you, Josie. Thank you, Kevin McGee. Thank you, Joe Hoffman. Jimmy Sweeney. How you doing, fella? I'll see you when I see you. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, Dennis, how are you? Happy grandpa again, Dennis. And tell Helen Mary I love her, I miss her. I wish you guys would come visit again. Let's see. Michael Gerling, how you doing, fella? I gotta get up there to see you guys. Oh, yeah, Maggie, did you know Dennis was on there? I guess you did. Mike Chickatello. How are the twins, Mike Chickatello? Those cute little boys. Joanne Goodman Alexander, thanks so much for coming. Sharon, how have you been, Sharon? Hope all is well with you. Speaking of cute little kids, hope you're doing just great. Lanny, Jeannie, I was all ready for you, Jeannie. I didn't see you there. Are you going to be back next week, Jeannie? I hope so. Let's see. Hey, Marilyn, how have you been? Roberto, thanks so much for dropping by. Well, Charlie. Charlie, it must be getting pretty snowy up there by now, huh? Kind of chilly up in the North Country. Michelle, how are you? Hey, Marta. Hey, and hey, Dan. Uh-oh, audio issues. Were there audio issues? Let me look in the private comments, see if, yeah. Uh-oh. I guess they came and went, I guess. Up. Let's see. Olivia. Bob Kerr said, I'm going to put that comment up. Good time for a cold beer. It is. Hey, Vanessa. Miss you, Vanessa. Uh-oh, Kevin McGee might be one of my favorites of your songs. What song would that have been, I wonder? I'll have to ask you next time I see you. New glasses? No, not new glasses. They're just on my nose, Lanny. Hey, Nancy. Aw, I do miss everyone. You know. Wow, lots of exciting comments. I wish you were all here or I was all there, one or the other. But let's see. There's some private chats. Uh-oh. Anyway, I hope everybody had fun. I hope you all got a chance to catch up with each other a little bit. And again, thanks for being here. I'd play all night, except I have to play three more nights of our sets. So got to save a little. Got to save some arrows in the quiver, so to speak. But be well and come back next week, and let's all grab a cold beer. Unless your favorite beer is whiskey, and then you grab yourself a whiskey.